Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we're going to do a unboxing on this Aoshima Delorean kit, the DMC-12. I have not done one of these in a while on the channel, an unboxing that is. So I figure, we're going to do one. And I know there's a few out there already on this. This kit has been out for a little bit. But my main reason I'm showing you is obviously to take a look inside the box. And this is going to be the next build project on the channel. So we're going to dive into this thing here pretty quick, and we're going to open it up, see what you get in the box. I was always a fan of the car. It's just, to me, it was always kind of cool looking, especially of the era. It was just something unusual about it with the stainless, the gull wing. I mean, it's just a cool looking car. There's really nothing else on it on the American roads back in that day. Just kind of get that Lotus Esprit look going on in the front. But other than that, let's open it up and see what you guys get if you purchase one for yourself. So as usual, they have their stuff laid out pretty nice. We can take a look at the body here quick, and I'm going to open everything up in here, and we're going to get everything out just because, like I say, we are going to go through this and go through this whole thing. So get some of the stuff out of the way so we can get a little more attention on what we're actually looking at. Very, very nice body. It's actually really small, so it's of course I don't think this car was overly big for what it was, but the body is always very nice. I've built a few of these Aoshima kits, and I've never seen issues with them yet, and there's virtually very little to no flash on it. Being this is a new kit, you kind of expect that anyways. So this kit is a 1/24 scale. So we're going to have the glass here. They give you glass in two separate bags. So I'm going to leave this glass attached to the other glass just to keep it from getting scratched up. And I've noticed on the last couple builds, I did the Dodge Dart for our group build. And I thought, man, that thing went in so nice. The glass looked just amazing. I left it in the plastic to the very end. I'm putting it in. I tell you guys, I need to get some cotton gloves to put windows in. It's just from my job. My fingers are so rough on the end. I'm actually scratching the glass with my finger. And I thought, why does this look so rough when I'm done? I'm doing it to myself. So we have this glass piece here that's in a kit. Once again, like I say, I'm just going to leave this in the bag. I'm not even going to take it out and touch it. And I will get myself some gloves. I see they give you some side markers here. You can see the clear markers. So we're going to have to take some clear orange and clear red to paint that. I'm kind of shocked because usually they give you that clear red and orange color in the bag. So that's kind of unusual, but not a big deal. So we're going to put that off to the side. We're going to put the body off to the side, and we'll just keep popping packets open as we go. So in this bag here, you get a small tree here. This is for your rear window and your side windows. Like I say, I'm going to probably slice this other bag open and just nicely insert this into there just to get that out of my way. And we have our body mold pieces, so very nice sharp detail. You can see where it says DeLorean here. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. And nice front splitter. Really nice grille detail. It's just overall really sharp looking. Nice separate mirrors and what have you. So nice piece there. And kind of color coded like Aoshima typical. They give you the dash. It's already in gray, which obviously we're going to paint it. But it's not far off from the color that it needs to be. So they did a good job on picking a right color for that. So we got some nice dash detail. That actually looks really good. And of course we have the door panels and the seats along with the interior tub. Like I say, these are gull wing doors, so it's got some pretty thick door panels on there, so it's pretty interesting. I almost have thought about lighting this car up. I think it'd be really cool. If you look at the car itself, it has lights on the edges of the doors and on the very bottom down here. I think that'd be really cool if we lit that up, but I'm not going to do that on this one. I do have another one of these here, and maybe the second one I build, we'll light it up and see how that goes. So looking at this here, it's kind of a mixed bag, if you will. So we have our cool little tires. This typical Aoshima, they give you the little plastic caps to put those together. That's pretty standard on most of their builds. And you can see you have two different size tires, so you get a lot larger tire diameter in the back, small ones in the front. Same with the wheels. Check out that that is really sharp right there. That is some nice detail. You see how that looks. That is really sharp. And obviously you can see the difference in thickness and the height. So they put some pretty good fatties in the back on those 4-lug wheels. So it's pretty sharp looking. And we have the infamous gullwing doors. So these would be just the outer door panel itself. These look pretty cool. So like I say, you can display this car with the doors open or closed. So that should be pretty neat, all said and done. Really looking forward to that. And this does not have a true engine. This is kind of a semi-curb kit, if you will. So they do give you an engine department, little compartment here, but it's more just for show. So you do get a few trinkets to put on there. And I can see there's a distributor cap there. So this may be a little bit of something that we might want to try to wire just to give it a little bit of more detail. Because this is your cover for the engine, and that does open. So you can add a few pieces on. I see in the kit they give you some decals, kind of dress it up a little bit. And I think that looked pretty cool just to give it a little extra touch. So we get some pretty cool parts there. And one of the last parts bags in the kit. So we have a small chrome tree. This is basically for the buckets for your lights, and you have some mirror plate, some pieces for your mirror, some inserts. And we have our muffler for our mock engine. We have a mock muffler. So it looks pretty simple, straightforward. Looks like we have parts of our chassis. This, I'm assuming, is probably for the rear, and this is for the front. Looks like some control arms sitting there, along with some caliper rotor assemblies. So this here looks like we have looks like some suspension pieces for the rear and the front. I'm not sure which one's which without looking at the paperwork, but I'm guessing this one's probably the front. Looks like the knuckles go in there. And then we have our caliper and rotor assemblies. They are assembled as one. I noticed a lot of these kits are not very detailed on the bottom end because they're more detailed oriented for the interior and for the body itself, which I'm fine with that a lot of times. I'm really good with that. They give you just enough detail on the bottom to make it happen, to make it look good. So on this car here, you do get the option for if you want to make it a manual or automatic. They give you the dual pedals, so very cool on that. And we get that cool looking chassis, the tub. Not a lot going on there, but it's just like I say, just enough to make it happen. So we got our springs, some half shafts, and all that cool stuff. Got a little stick shift there for your 5-speed. Pretty neat stuff. Okay, last we have a decal sheet. So you get your DMC decals, give you some license plates. They give you the badging on the side, which I'm not a fan of that, me personally. So that definitely won't be getting used, but they do give you all the other things that you need that's going to make it nice and detailed for an original look. And then we have the instructions. So typical Aoshima instructions, very nice laid out instructions. I actually like their instruction. You get this nice booklet, so it's really cool. Very laid out, easy to follow, and yes, most of it was wrote in Japanese, but obviously they do write in English, so you can figure out what is going on. They give you a little color chart here of what you should use for what and where. So this is that stripe I was telling you about in here. I'm not a fan of that, but that's okay. They include it for those who do want to have that. I am shocked that there's no decals for the rear taillights. You have to paint those. So that might be a little bit of a fun task to individually paint those lights, because you have a yellow amber bars on the side, and that's red, and the end bar is white for your backup light. Not too big a deal, but like I say, it would have been cool if they would have installed a, give you a decal for that, but that's not the end of the world. So looking at here, we got our attachments for the front tie rod and your knuckles, and then your rear. Like I say, they do give you some half shafts. And as I was mentioning, those poly caps, they call it, for your wheels. And just get your muffler sits in the back. Really simple dash detail. Really nice. And the nice thing about these kits, guys, they're easy put together. There's a lot of parts in them. There's just enough to make it an interesting kit. So this is a pretty cool looking. So you got your different inserts here for your grill and whatnot. And to get that interior put in, like I mentioned before, they give you the option for manual or automatic. So just whipping through the pages here a little bit. You get kind of your other trim pieces here. They give you, that's kind of cool, they give you a sill plate for the door. That's really nice. And a few other pieces in here, some add-ons. There's that taillight detail. They give you a little call out for that. Once you get that assembled, you're moving along. Get your interior in, the engine in. So as I mentioned, they do have a couple items you put in, and you can put a decal on that to finish that out. Do a quick assembly, bottom piece on, and you're almost home free. So now it comes to the fun part. You put in some interior and some more the seats, and then you put those cool doors together. So that is going to be the cool part about this kit. So depending on how you want to display this kit, looking here, the doors don't even get glued on. They just basically sit into a hinged compartment here. I don't know if they actually snap in or lock in, but they do give you little opening struts for the doors. So if you wanted to, you could take this model and glue it permanently open. I go to a lot of car shows, model shows, so that would be hard for me because I could see that damaged once I get there. So it looks like for me it's going to be tweezer time, trying to put those struts in there and holding that out. I think that picture right there, that is just iconic. I love that view right there, the forward look of that car. I think that's so cool looking. So same as the back, like I mentioned, you might want to do a little engine detail on it because you do get an open hatch. Like I say, it's kind of a curbside kit. It does have an opening, but it's not really a true engine bay. And on the back side, you get your typical, this is what you get in the box, this is what you should have. If not, call that number. So that's how it goes. Oh, here we go, telephone down here. All right, guys, so that is the DeLorean by Aoshima, 1/24 scale. Yeah, I think it's really cool, and we're gonna get this going. So that's all I got for you guys. So like I say, just a quick unboxing of this, trying to keep the glare off the box from the lights. I can see it in there. Fantastic. So there we have it. Once again, guys, I appreciate you checking out the channel and checking out what's inside the box before you buy it. And we are going to start on this here pretty quick on the channel. We're going to do a start to finish build series on this car and go from there. And you guys will be seeing it at upcoming shows, at a show near you or near me, most likely near me. Okay, guys, we'll see you. You guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.